Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 23rd March. A journey through time of 23rd March 2025 Sunday. Today's that is 23rd March highlight in history. 1775 American Revolutionary War. Patrick Henry delivers his speech, Give me liberty or give me death, at St. John's Episcopal Church, Richmond, Virginia. 1801 Tsar Paul I of Russia is struck with a sword, then strangled and finally trampled to death inside his bedroom at St. Michael's Castle. 1806 After traveling through the Louisiana Purchase and reaching the Pacific Ocean, explorers Lewis and Clark and their corps of discovery begin their arduous journey home. 1821 Greek War of Independence. Battle and fall of city of Kalamata. 1839 A massive earthquake destroys the former capital Linhua of the Konbaung dynasty, present-day Myanmar. 1848 The ship John Wycliffe arrives at Port Chalmers carrying the first Scottish settlers for Dunedin, New Zealand. Otago province is founded. 1857 Eliza Otis's first elevator is installed at 488 Broadway, New York City. 1862 American Civil War. The First Battle of Kernstown, Virginia, marks the start of Stonewall Jackson's Valley Campaign. Although a Confederate defeat, the engagement distracts Federal efforts to capture Richmond. 1868 The University of California is founded in Oakland, California when the Organic Act is signed into law. 1879 War of the Pacific. The Battle of Topeta, the first battle of the war, is fought between Chile and the joint forces of Bolivia and Peru. 1885 Sino-French War. Chinese victory in the Battle of Phu Lam Thao near Hang Hua, northern Vietnam. 1888 In England, the Football League, the world's oldest professional association football league, meets for the first time. 1889 The Ahmadiyya Muslim community is established by Mirza Ghulam Ahmed in Qadian, British India. 1901 Emilio Aguinaldo, only president of the First Philippine Republic, is captured at Palanan, Isabela, by the forces of American General Frederick Funston. 1905 Eleftherios Venizelos calls for Crite's union with Greece and begins what is to be known as the Thracian Revolt. 1909 Theodore Roosevelt leaves New York for a post-presidency safari in Africa. The trip is sponsored by the Smithsonian Institution and National Geographic Society. 1913 A tornado outbreak kills more than 240 people in the central United States, while an ongoing flood in the Ohio River watershed was killing 650 people. 1918 First World War. On the third day of the German Spring Offensive, the 10th Battalion of the Royal West Kent Regiment is annihilated, with many of the men becoming prisoners of war. 1919 In Milan, Italy, Benito Mussolini founds his fascist political movement. 1931 Bhagat Singh, Sivaram Rajguru, and Sukhdev Thapar are hanged for the killing of a deputy superintendent of police during the Indian independence movement. 1933 The Reichstag passes the Enabling Act of 1933, making Adolf Hitler dictator of Germany. 1935 Signing of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of the Philippines. 1939. The Hungarian Air Force attacks the headquarters of the Slovak Air Force in Spišská Nová Ves, killing 13 people and beginning the Slovak-Hungarian War. 1940. The Lahore Resolution, Qaradat-e-Pakistan or Qaradat-e-Lahore, is put forward at the annual General Convention of the All India Muslim League. 1956. Pakistan becomes the first Islamic republic in the world. This date is now celebrated as Republic Day in Pakistan. 1965. NASA launches Gemini 3, the United States' first two-man space flight crew Gus Grissom and John Young. 1977. The first of the Nixon interviews, 12 will be recorded over 4 weeks, is videotaped with British journalist David Frost interviewing former United States President Richard Nixon about the Watergate scandal and the Nixon tapes. 1978. The first UNIFIL troops arrived in Lebanon for peacekeeping mission along the Blue Line. 1980. Archbishop Oscar Romero of El Salvador gives his famous speech appealing to men of the El Salvadoran armed forces to stop killing the Salvadorans. 1982. Guatemala's government, headed by Fernando Romeo Lucas Garcia, is overthrown in a military coup by right-wing General Efrain Reyes Monte. 1983. Strategic Defense Initiative. President Ronald Reagan makes his initial proposal to develop technology to intercept enemy missiles. 1988. Angolan and Cuban forces defeat South Africa in the Battle of Puito Cuanavale. 1991. The Revolutionary United Front, with support from the special forces of Charles Taylor's National Patriotic Front of Liberia, invades Sierra Leone in an attempt to overthrow Joseph Saidu Momo, sparking the 11-year Sierra Leone Civil War. 1994. At an election rally in Tijuana, Mexican presidential candidate Luis Donaldo Colosio is assassinated by Mario Augusto Martinez. 1994. A United States Air Force F-16 aircraft collides with a USAF C-130 at Pope Air Force Base and then crashes, killing 24 United States Army soldiers on the ground. This later became known as the Green Ramp disaster. 1994. Aeroflot Flight 593 crashed into the Kuznetsk Altau mountain, Kemerovo Oblast, Russia, killing 75. 1996. Taiwan holds its first direct elections and chooses Lee Teng-hui as president. 1999. Gunmen assassinate Paraguay's Vice President Luis Maria Aragana. 2001. The Russian Mir space station is disposed of, breaking up in the atmosphere before falling into the southern Pacific Ocean near Fiji. 2003. Battle of Nasiriyah, first major conflict during the invasion of Iraq. 2008. Official opening of Rajiv Gandhi International Airport in Hyderabad, India. 2009. FedEx Express Flight 80, a McDonnell Douglas MD-11 flying from Guangzhou, China, crashes at Tokyo's Narita International Airport, killing both the captain and the co-pilot. 2010. The Affordable Care Act becomes law in the United States. 2014. The World Health Organization reports cases of Ebola in the forested rural region of southeastern Guinea, marking the beginning of the largest Ebola outbreak in history. 2018. President of Peru, Pedro Pablo Kuczynski, resigns from the presidency amid a mass corruption scandal before certain impeachment by the opposition majority Congress of Peru. 2019, the Kazakh capital of Astana was renamed to Nur Sultan. 2019, the US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces captured the town of Baghuz in eastern Syria, declaring military victory over the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant after 4 years of fighting. Although the group maintains a scattered presence and sleeper cells across Syria and Iraq. 2020, Prime Minister Boris Johnson put the United Kingdom into its first national lockdown in response to COVID-19. 2021, a container ship runs aground and obstructs the Suez Canal for 6 days. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share and subscribe.